The Bahamas entertaining Panama here in Group B at the Concacaf Beach Soccer Championship. It is the final match of the night, and it is a terrific evening. Temperature just above 70 degrees, partly cloudy skies. It is rather windy, of course, just blowing in off the water, but that doesn't ever change all that much. But this game under the lights to wrap up a full day of beach soccer competition. And here in Group B, just one game preceding this, the U.S. had to go to penalties to beat Trinidad and Tobago in the opening match for those two teams. The U.S., the three-time champions, and the defending title holders of this CONCACAF Beach Soccer Championship, getting their group stage off to a winning start. And so now it is Panama and the Bahamas, and Panama, one of only four nations that have ever won this event. The U.S., a three-time winner. As I mentioned, Mexico has won the most of any country with 4 titles. Then you have El Salvador with 2 and Panama with 1. Full moon above the skies in the Caribbean on this Tuesday evening. And now just awaiting the arrival of the teams out on the sand. Terrific setting for this event that's come here on multiple occasions, and this year it will once again serve as a qualifier for the World Cup that will be held in the Seychelles in May. The top 2 teams from this event will book a spot, so that means that the 2 teams who reach the final on Sunday are going to the World Cup. Everyone lined up in the tunnel and set to walk out on a breezy evening here in early March.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the national teams of Panama and the Bahamas. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem of Panama, followed by the national anthem of the Bahamas. And ladies and gentlemen, here's your starting lineup for today's match. For Panama, number 12, Malcom. Number 3, Kelly, the captain. Number 7, Garcia. Number 9, Rafael Garcia. Number 10,
Now getting set for the introduction of the starters for each side. And first for Panama, Alberto Kelly is the captain for Angel Williams. This is a team that is very technically gifted. Rafael Garcia and Alessia Garcia, two very good players in the middle of the park. They are going to be dangerous here on the sand in Nassau. And the officials led by Mario Nava of Mexico and a largely Mexican officiating crew as they welcome the two captains. Out at midfield, Kelly and Michael Butler for the Bahamas. And for the Bahamas, it is Butler in goal, Kyle Williams, Julmus Saint Lafleur, and Adderley as the starters for Francis Farberoff. And the Bahamas hosting this event here, as they have for the last couple of times. And now trying to take advantage of the home sand here. First game for each team in Group B here at this Concacaf Beach Soccer Championship. And underway we go. And a quick shot that just bounces wide. Oh, so close here. As we get things underway, opening seconds, header off the corner. And that's just how quickly things can unfold here in beach soccer. That's the way the game is played. Panama in the red, the Bahamas in the yellow. As this game completes a full day of beach soccer at this venue. And this game coming under the lights on the beach in Nassau. And the Bahamas working it quickly down to the end line, playing it in front, rolls through untouched. And then finally the keeper, Jaime Londoño, dives on top of it. Now Panama trying to get a foot in this game here through the first minute. It's been the Bahamas taking it right to them. Panama, the two-time winners, or I should say the one-time winner of this championship. Bahamas have never won it. Now Panama looking to counter here. And the bouncing ball knocked down by Butler. In the first game in this group, it was the U.S. beating Trinidad and Tobago in penalties. An exciting match where the U.S. led twice, but Trinidad came back and tied it each time. This one stays in here. Panama able to recover defensively here. Alfonso Markenzie flips it back to his keeper, and then the bicycle kick at the other end goes wide from Garcia. Unpredictable nature of this beach game where it can look slow and methodical at one point and then all of a sudden go from one to the other in a quick scoring opportunity. That's how swiftly the current can change in this event. And a round-robin play will take us through the next few days before the semifinals on Saturday and then the final coming up on Sunday. So each team playing everybody else in their group one time. It's 2 groups of 4 teams apiece, 8 teams overall. And the top 2 teams from each group after the group phase move on to the semifinal round. That'll be Saturday, and then the third place game in the championship are on Sunday. If you make it to the championship, that means you also qualify for the World Cup in May in the Seychelles Islands, and also get the opportunity to play for the championship of this event. Long shot from Panama. That is high and over the bar by Markenzie. The Bahamas again trying to play in from that left-hand side. Now Panama looking to strike. And they'll get a corner kick here. Comes all the way across, and the Bahamas with some trouble clearing. And not a well-intentioned pass there, trying to flip it back to the keeper. The Bahamas trying to play in transition. And both teams just trying to get control of the ball out of midfield. Oh, that's a good flick, and what a goal! Played back from their own end, and then the one-timer just flicked on, and the Bahamas strike first. That was a terrific effort. Craven Ferguson gets the opening goal here on the home sand in Nassau. Tremendous volley for the first goal of this game. Watch this. Just guides it into the upper corner. Just magnificent. Didn't have to have a ton of pace because the placement was so good. So the Bahamas strike first here. Best goals you will see a lot of times. The highlight goals are bicycle kicks and other overhead or scissor kick volleys, but that was just a technically sound and very smart play. Some beach soccer tradecraft. Now Panama coming back with Atterby. And played out for a Panama throw-in. And it's blocked in front. Panama still looking for their first shot on goal here. Unable to really control it, Alfonso McGinsey. Panama trying to get something started offensively here, and they just can't get a long spell of possession or anything structured in the final third. Bahamas really kind of taking it to them here. Now here's a good chance from an angle, and it's fired high and wide. As Lankinson Sherry coming in off the bench for Panama. Panama able to clear. And now there's a lane for the Bahamas, and now the shot partially fanned on by Brandon Adderley. Really good look from a tight angle, but still they had an opportunity there. Bahamas to take the 2-0 lead. Whistle here. See what we're going to get. Could be a penalty. Got to look at that yellow flag, and when an infraction happens in your own end, it is a penalty. So let's see. Indeed it is. So Panama looking to tie the game here. And basically saying that Kyle Williams had leaned into him. So it'll be Rafael Garcia, the one who was fouled, to take this penalty to try and tie the game. And he just fires it over everything. Wow, didn't even go for the subtle placement. So it remains a 1-0 lead for the Bahamas. Final 3 minutes of this opening period. That one will roll out for a throw-in. Long throw. Got to be more precise as the keeper there. Otherwise, it allows for a transition chance like this for Panama. Oh, that's well done defensively, blocked by Alfonso McGinsey. They got back on Garcia, and now the battle in the corner. Long throw into the box, back post, and oh, that was the best chance outside of the penalty that Panama has had as Garcia was all alone there and had largely an empty net here and somehow missed everything. Where that ball landed on the shot, it seemed like it'd be hard to do if you tried. And a shot well wide. So throw in for Panama here in the final minute of this first period. Failed bicycle kick. Now maybe a chance for the Bahamas to try and generate some offense here in the final seconds. They came out strong and just quickly hit Panama with a barrage of offense, but that has somewhat been mitigated in the final few minutes. It's been more Panama as they have gotten the better chances offensively here, but have yet to find that opening goal. They've had a penalty, they had a point-blank chance that missed. Now in these final seconds, will the Bahamas get a shot away? It's knocked down in front. This time expires, and that takes us to the end of period number 1. Well, Panama had their chances, but it's the goal from Craven Ferguson, a terrific strike that has given the Bahamas a 1-0 lead here at home in Nassau. And we take you now back through some of the highlights from this opening 12 minutes of play. And it was the Bahamas trying to strike quickly.
Malcom is the official ball of the Concacaf Beach Soccer Championships, and we thank all of our sponsors.
All right, set for period number 2. looking to level this game. Trying to strike right from the outset here. Well, it took Panama a little while to really kind of find their flow and rhythm in this game. They did so later in that first period, finally earning a penalty and creating some chances that they did not do in the opening minutes, but finding themselves trailing here on this first day of group play. Again, this is Group B. The first game in this group saw the U.S. beat Trinidad and Tobago in penalties. So the U.S. with 3 points and Trinidad no points so far through their first games. In terms of Concacaf rankings coming into this match, Panama ranked number 4 in all of Concacaf, and the Bahamas right behind them at number 5. This event being held in the Bahamas on multiple occasions, including the last edition. This is an event that really started back in Rio de Janeiro in the 50s. The first event here in the U.S. was in the early 90s, the first professional competition down in South Florida on Miami Beach. As this one is a scramble in front. A chance for the Bahamas here, and Panama a little sloppy and a little lazy in front of their own goal. Markenzie with a shot that winds up missing wide. And this event itself, the Concacaf Beach Championship, began back in 2006. It's been played for a long time, however, mostly recreationally in Southern California and in Florida. And now a shot, then a goal from the Bahamas on the turn. Made it through all kinds of traffic and somehow found the back of the net. Rafael Garcia watched it go right past him. And it's Wood Yulmus who gets the goal for the Bahamas to give the host nation the 2-0 lead. What a spin, what a turn, and what a shot just inside that post. And Yulmus now giving the Bahamas the multi-goal advantage. That's a big goal against the run of play when Panama, at the end of that first period and so far in the second, had created some chances, but now the Bahamas really trying to take control here. Two really strong goals from the host nation. The one back in the first period from Ferguson, and now this one from Yulmus. I mean, that's just quality shot making and offense. And kind of a surprise in a lot of ways, each goal catching Panama off guard. Two of the best goals you'll see here on day one, and very different styles of goals. Almost a mistake by the Bahamian keeper and captain Michael Butler. Got away with it. Now Panama coming back, and they finally get on the board. Answering right back after the second goal for the Bahamas, it is Alfonso Markenzie who blasts it into the corner. And it is now a 2-1 game. Lined it up and got the bounce and the precision on the shot. swing here in this second period. Just when the Bahamas look to have taken control of this match, now Panama has life for the first time. It's a pretty good shot by Alberto Kelly, the captain for Panama. It's an end-to-end action here. Not much slow, deliberate play in the middle, not much just possession for possession's sake and looking for opportunities. I mean, this is more like a hockey game. Up and down, end-to-end. What a save by Michael Butler. Blast, knocking it wide. Well, Markenzie looking for the brace here and just swats it away. A terrific save to keep it a 2-1 game. Now on the corner, lob, headed down and cleared away. Boy, chances on both ends for each team. Boy, action in just about every sequence of play. Going to be a free kick. Ooh, some players getting a little scrappy as well. So Markenzie coming out not happy. Free kick, long range, but a clear path to goal. So hard from that far out. And now Panama, right back to it. There's a flick, and not too far off the mark, St. Lafleur. It's kind of the way Ferguson scored his goal back in the first. Now Panama looking for the leveler. Just taking too much time. Caught from behind, Del Rosario. Needed to play a little bit faster when he got the ball at his feet. Midway through this match, 2-1 the lead for the Bahamas. Now the scissors kick off the post. Oh, what a sensational shot by Brandon Adderley. I mean, that was quality of the highest order. And you would have felt that he should have been rewarded with the goal and came oh so close. He headed straight down, volleyed up. Batted down, maybe a chance for the Bahamas, and it's fired off the crossbar. Oh, a terrific shot from Yilmaz, who was looking for the brace. A scissors bicycle kick combination. The Panamanians, though, trying to hit on the counter, but Markenzie played it with a heavy touch too far in front. I mean, there have been some terrific chances, fabulous shots. Hard to believe we've only had 3 goals so far. Here's a bouncing ball that comes in on goal. I mean, you're seeing everything in terms of the amount of offense you could want from a game like this. 5 minutes left to go. Second period. 2-1 the lead for the home nation. One-touch volley. Cleared away. And finally a chance to catch your breath. Down the right-hand side. Down, a chance in front, and that's blocked nicely. Kenneth Ramos got his body in front. And that's volleyed straight up into the air. And out of play, this will be a corner kick. Flicked out, and we're going to have to do this again, it looks like. Once again, they'll try to go back post. And this time a foul on the Bahamas. Haven't seen much play in the midfield like this. Typically it's been end to end, and that's what we're going to see right here. Trying to play on the counter, and a handball. Way to control it, so a throw in for Panama here. Now, and Mackenzie was tracking that one, but played too far in front of him. Played long, and it'll be more of a threat on goal than it first looked like. It's a good turn. And no one there, though, for the Bahamas. Now, most of the offense just generated by keepers throwing it long and trying to play quickly. Just establish something with a long toss in front of the opposition goal. There's Mackenzie, who has the only goal for Panama, playing it into his keeper with just over a minute to go in the second. And there's a good shot, and it's just over the bar. Wow. It had some dip on it, some top spin. That's a terrific strike by Michael Butler, the keeper and captain for the Bahamas, and it looks like it was touched by the keeper Londoño for Panama. Well, let's see. It's going to be a corner kick. This is Mackenzie flipping it far side, and a blast. Oh boy, that was close. Kelly, the captain, and now headed on as the Bahamas try to hit back quickly with half a minute to go in the period. Goal-to-goal action. The Bahamas will look for one final opportunity. chance for another shot on goal here as time expires, and we'll head to the third. So, 2 periods, 3 goals. The Bahamas took the 2-0 lead, and then Panama finally got on the board just after the second Bahamian goal. Ferguson, the first goal for the Bahamas, Yilmaz the second, and Alfonso Markenzie, the only goal for Panama. 2-1 the lead for the host nation after 2. And away we go with the third and final period from here at Nassau, Bahamas, and the host nation with the 2-1 lead, trying to see this one out. And they preserve the lead, add to it, or will Panama strike back? They led 2-0 at one point in the second before Panama got on the board. Panama ranked 1 spot higher than the Bahamas in the current Concacaf rankings, but Bahamas has never won this competition, while Panama has won it once, one of just 4 nations to do so. Foul here and a free kick coming up. This will be a free kick for Panama. And one of the unique things, again, about beach volleyball, remember, is that these free kicks cannot be blocked, and you have to have a clear lane to the goal, so it's almost like an extended penalty. Foul here on Wood Yilmaz, who has one of the 2 goals for the Bahamas. Garcia was fouled. He has to take the free kick. Butler in goal. And now it is a chance for the tie. From distance, Butler makes the stop and then goes to dive on it, and he does cover up. Huge stop by Michael Butler, the captain and keeper for this Bahamian team. Panama has had some tremendous opportunities that they have not been able to capitalize on during the course of this game. Marchenzi against two defenders. He says he's hurt, but we're going to play on. Referee not buying it. Marchenzi was, I think, trying to get out of a desperate situation there, but he kind of just gave up on the play. And now this could be a 2-on-1 for Panama, but recovering nicely the Bahamas. Oh, and there's some tremendous end-to-end, tremendous physical action here. And then the foul committed, and it's going to be a free kick. And it looks like that's going to be a card as well. Indeed, a yellow card. First of the match on Panama. And just excessive kicking there on the part of Luis Quintero. Fouling Leslie St. Lafleur. There was the stop on the free kick a moment ago. So, it will be St. Lafleur to take this free kick from long range. Marchenzi with his back to goal, tries the bicycle kick, and he had two players in front, but it took a big hop and scampered out of play. Now here come the Bahamas back the other way, and the shot just going high from Wood Yilmaz, looking for his second of the game. Good steal by the Panamanians, but then the Bahamians take it right back. Now Marchenzi knocked down, free kick for Panama. So Alfonso Marchenzi, who has the only goal for Panama, now has a free kick to try and tie this game. Similar distance from what they just had a few moments ago. And he fires, in a terrific save by Butler, fully outstretched. Well struck, well placed, and a save to match. Butler has been terrific here so far this evening. On the corner, it's going to roll all the way to the other side and then get blocked out for a corner on the opposite side. This is Jose Escobar. Can't find his intended man. Bahamas now trying to get on the move here. Pass blocked. And bounced all the way towards the other end. It'll belong to the Bahamas. Butler, well out of his goal. Volleys it ahead. One touch. Could be a 2-on-1. Just taking a little bit too long. You cannot be deliberate in this game. If he gets stagnant, it allows the defense to swarm. And knocked down by Butler on the rebound. It's blocked. Wow. Tremendous chance for Panama. They have to be frustrated. They have not been able to convert on more of those chances. And now a shot. Pretty good angle. Fired high. And again, a one-timer. The Bahamas have been trying that a lot. They got their first goal that way, but nothing since. Panama going for the long home run type of opportunity. And this one's distributed long, but Maldonado goes up to bring it home. About midway through this final period. Panama still on the back foot here. Once trailed 2-0, now down 2-1. A lot of chances, but just haven't been able to find that equalizer. Rocket, but nowhere close. And a bicycle kick. Couldn't bring it down. That's one of the difficult aspects of it. Kyle Williams that time trying it, but boy, just to get it on frame and to get over the top of it enough is really difficult. McKenzie in a battle with Butler. Ball springs free and cleared away by the Bahamas, but the whistle had blown. So McKenzie and Butler each going for it hard there. Mackenzie had a right to go for it the way he did. That ball was still loose. Some sand in the eye, it looks like. So a free kick from almost the length of the field. Now the Bahamas with a 2-on-1 advantage. Oh, and it goes wasted. Just moved too quickly and carelessly. Sherry with an errant shot. 5 minutes now left to go. This will be a corner kick. Mackenzie wants to take it quickly. And tries to rip it right through to get a header. But they couldn't get it on goal. Good turn and against the double team though, and now here's Mackenzie with only one player back, trying to catch the keeper Butler off the line, but he makes the stop. Oh, good shot, nice thinking, but Butler just reacting so quickly. Williams losing the ball, and now a 3-on-1 for Panama. Can they take advantage? Yes, they do. A bad giveaway by Panama, by the Bahamas, I should say, and Panama capitalizing. They get the tying goal from Alberto Kelly, the captain, to make it 2-2 with 3.5 minutes to play. Good pass by Mackenzie, and good finish short side, beating Butler. And the Bahamas at one point led 2-0, but 2 unanswered goals from Panama, and it's now tied at 2. And Mackenzie wants to call out the trainer. The other chances that they have had throughout this game. Mackenzie popping out here. Will someone get a winner? Otherwise, we go to overtime. Free kick coming up. Just over 3 minutes left to go in a 2-2 game. This will be a throw in for the Bahamas. I'm going to make it for Panama instead here. Last touched by the Bahamas. I'm going to call a foul here now. So that'll give Panama the free kick here. Ferguson, who got the first goal of the game, gets whistled. So a free kick with just north of 3 minutes left to go. Comes all the way in on Butler, who makes the stop. Good turn, and taken back away by the Panamanians, but ill-advised shot. Just trying to go too quickly. Garcia that time. Flipped ahead. Panama able to get back and use their physicality defensively to start the counterattacks here. This ball stays in. And now finally rolls out. And this will belong to the Bahamas. Oh, lazy pass back, and Butler got kicked. Kind of get a break here because they're going to get a free kick, but I don't know. Kind of a bang-bang play with Kevin Delmar coming in because it was such a slow back pass. He had a right to go for it here. I don't know. They do give the free kick to the Bahamas, erring on the side of providing safety for the keeper here. Under 2 minutes left to go in a 2-2 game. If it ends this way, we go to 3 minutes of golden goal overtime. That one pops up into the air. That'll be a throw-in for Panama. Headed clear. And a bad pass, open goal, but Panama cannot convert. Unbelievable that they would miss that. Open goal, Panama the chance for the go-ahead goal, and they miss it point blank. Markenzie somehow unable to convert. If they go on to lose this game, they will remember that play right there. I mean, look at this again. Waited, and somehow the toe of Butler was able to deflect it just enough. Long pass ahead. That's going to go out for a throw-in for Panama in the final seconds. Throw-in comes towards the back post, and they won't get a shot away here. Time is going to expire, and we are going to go to overtime. Oh boy, Panama, as good of a chance as you could possibly ask for. Markenzie, who had the opening goal for Panama, their first of the evening, with an exquisite opportunity to get the game winner there late. And he's unable to make it happen, so we go to overtime in Nassau, tied at 2. This is the same way that the opening game of this group played out between the U.S. and Trinidad and Tobago, also ending in a 2-2 regulation draw. There was no scoring in the overtime period, so it was decided in penalties, won by the U.S. As we take a look back at some of the highlights from earlier, this was the opening goal of the game. Ferguson, a crafty volley, the one-timer. And the Bahamas would actually take a 2-0 lead on this goal from Yilmaz. And at this point in the game, they were up 2-0 and looking good here on the home venue. But then, just about a minute later, Panama finally got on the board through Marquenzi. Difficult angle, but he's able to score here to have the lead and make it 2-1. And then later, he would lead the break in transition and get the assist on the tying goal. Now we go into overtime. So 3 minutes of overtime to be played here. It goes by very quickly, so there was no scoring in the U.S. Trinidad and Tobago game. And if we don't get any scoring, it'll be decided in a penalty shootout. It'll be a corner kick here for the Bahamas. Play towards the back post, and boy, a terrific bicycle kick there. Very acrobatic and athletic from Brandon Adderley. And now on the other end, here's Panama. Marquenzi can't get a shot away. That's the second time here late. Marquenzi's had a terrific opportunity in front of the opposing goal and has not been able to do anything with it. So even though he had a terrific opening goal, his lack of execution here late could be what winds up costing Panama. One of the best players on the sand today for Panama, but could be the one who cost them the game. And Panama somehow ends up losing. Two terrific chances for the team in red. Bahamas trying to get some kind of offense generated here. Yilmaz will take it to the corner. Quick corner kick coming up. Back post and headed just wide. Brandon Adderley got up for it. One v one situation here, and the bicycle kick from long range is always a low percentage proposition. How many defenders are back for Panama? Now Marquenzi trying to start the counterattack here. Now bouncing ball makes for a difficult shot for Del Rosario. Terrific effort, and Ladunyo makes a good save. He's calling for the clock to be stopped here. We'll see what happens. They do stop it. That's always a tricky time for the official here in the final seconds of the end of a period as he knocks it away. And does he have a right to stay down? And the official trying to judge if it's legitimate here. So a corner kick, 25 seconds left to go in the overtime period. Flipped up, and Panama now trying to play on the counter. Del Rosario, though, taken off the ball by Adderley. He's then taken down, and a free kick for the Bahamas here with just inside of 15 seconds to go. Bowler played out by Panama. And now with 10.7 on the clock, it'll be a throw-in. Well, let's see what the official is going to call here. Well, we might be getting a penalty. Well, the Panama players appealing to the sideline official here. Let's see. So it looks like we're going to get a penalty for the Bahamas here late. Well, referee Mario Nava is getting especially agitated with the Panamanians here, who've gone to the other official, pleading their cause. But it looks like it's going to be called against Alberto Kelly, the captain for Panama. So that'll give the Bahamas here a penalty to try and win it in the final seconds of overtime. Now remember, you don't have the lines on the sand the way you do in a traditional field, but when something happens in that final third, you see the yellow flag near the upper left-hand corner of your screen. When it happens in that area, if there's an infraction of some kind, a penalty shot like this is awarded. So, a chance for the Bahamas, the team that at one point led 2-0. Now to win it in the final seconds of overtime. And they miss. Wow. Mostly Saint Lafleur, not even close. So both teams missing point-blank chances at the end of regulation, in overtime, and now it's going to be decided in a penalty shootout. And some sloppy play late in this game. Both teams terrific chances to win it, but instead, it'll go to penalties. So the second game in Group B on this opening day, ending just like the first. A 2-2 score after overtime to be decided in penalties. Now in the first game, the U.S. made their first 4, and that's all it took, because Trinidad and Tobago missed 2 of their opening 4 shots. So, as a result, the U.S. was able to move on and take all 3 points from that game, and currently sitting at the top of the group. And the second game of this Group B will also be decided in similar fashion. So the Bahamas will have the first kick. It'll be Wood Yilmaz scored their second goal to start things off. Blasted through the corner. Good emphasis. Good opening shot. Nothing that Lodonio could have done. For Panama, Rafael Garcia coming up next. Their first shot of this overtime period. Well placed. Both teams with some critical misses on opportunities where they should have scored either at the end of regulation or at the end of overtime. So it's going to be costly for some team. Who will it be, though? Next up for the Bahamas, Kyle Williams. Oh, thunder strike up the gut. Hard for any keeper to make that save. They're going to be diving one way or the other. So right up the middle, especially with that kind of pace. Jose Escobar now for Panama. Two apiece. All four shots very clinical, well taken. The execution is sharp and precise, but exactly what they didn't do at the end of the game. The Bahamas go back in front. They do. Trevin Ferguson, who scored the first goal of the game, that very dynamic one-touch volley from the sideline, where he just kind of guided it into the far upper corner. And likewise, it's that same corner right here, same goal, where he scored the first goal of the game. That's how he scores his penalty. And the Bahamas are 3 for 3. Going to crack first. Panama. This will be Del Rosario. Butler barely moved. Perfect penalty. Now Brandon Adderley, who had some quality chances there during the game. And he's the first to miss. Lodonio guessed right. The save is made, and Adderley becomes the first player to be denied here in the penalty session. And now Alberto Kelly coming up next. Now the captain trying to get Panama one step closer here. Oh, he hits the crossbar. He thought it went in after it caromed down, but no, he misses outright. So back-to-back misses, one for each team. The penalties basically mirroring the way things went at the end of the regulation time, into overtime. Teams just trading misses. Nowhere close to that goal line. So now, Leslie Stein-LaFleur, who missed that penalty with 10 seconds left to go in overtime. Remember, he shot it high and wide to the right. Trying to redeem himself here late. Tied, fifth penalty coming up for each team. And Stein-LaFleur once again misses high and wide, this time to the other side. That's back-to-back penalties where he has missed high and wide. Unreal. So now, Panama can win it with a goal here. Boy, oh boy. Panama at one point, down 2-0 in the game. Here we are late in penalties. And it is Alfonso Marquenzi who scored the first goal for Panama. Missed late in regulation when he had a wide open goal. Assisted on their second. He has been all over the pitch, probably the best player outside of those situations tonight, and now a chance to win it for Panama on day one. And Panama takes all 3 points tonight in the Bahamas. No mistake. He may have missed a chance at the end of regulation, but more than makes up for it with that terrific penalty there. And the Bahamas, as much as you can be frustrated and despondent after a loss in a group stage game on the first day of a competition, that will be the description of the way they come away from this game. At one point leading 2-0. They look to be the team that was controlling the game. But Panama comes back with 2 unanswered. The Bahamas miss a penalty with 10 seconds to go in the overtime period. And the same player who missed that penalty misses their only penalty of the shootout here, as Leslie LaFleur comes up empty on both occasions. And that allows Panama to steal the win and all 3 points, matching the U.S. at the top of Group B after day one. start it was for the Bahamas. Attacking early. Very good quality chances. They finally get the first goal through Trevor Ferguson here. The one-touch volley is nifty, a goal as you will find. And that was sensational. They had all the tricks early. Panama did have some terrific chances. And that was one of two pretty much open goals they missed throughout the course of the match. And then Bahamas would add another here. Yilmaz with the move, the turn, and a terrific shot through traffic. Somehow found its way through several bodies and just tucked inside that post. Off the carom and into the back of the net, and the Bahamas led 2-0 at that point. But then just about a minute or so later, it was Mackenzie coming back and getting the first goal for the Bahamas. So that was big to get them on the board there. Trailing 2-1 at that point. Probably the best player of the game for Panama. And some other good chances that Butler made some terrific saves on. So off the post, both teams creating a lot of opportunities. Off the crossbar, the post, many different ways. Good goalkeeping off of some long free kicks as well. And then the tying goal, Mackenzie in transition would set it up here, and that was late in regulation, tying the game at 2, and it took that mistake for Panama to make that play. And then late in the overtime period, with just about 10 seconds left to go, the foul and the missed penalty sent us to the shootout here. It was B. Mackenzie late with the decisive penalty strike. So both teams with terrific chances to win at various points in regulation, overtime, and then finally Mackenzie, the decisive strike in the shootout, wins it for Panama. They get all 3 points, and after the first day of group play, it's the U.S. and Panama, two teams that have both won this tournament before. The U.S. 3 times, Panama once. They sit tied at the top of Group B with 3 points apiece. Bahamas and Trinidad and Tobago both with a loss and no points after the first day. So again, in penalties, it is Panama beating the Bahamas here tonight as we say so long from Nassau and this day 1 group play at the Concacaf Beach Championship.